Hello guys, today we'll be talking about understanding layer hierarchy. There are two types of hierarchy you need to note. There is a vertical hierarchy which has to do with the way the layers are arranged, and there is horizontal hierarchy which has to do with the timeline. Let me stop this playback for a second. You can see we have a text, we have a shape which is rectangle, and we have a video. As you can see, they are arranged. The text is the first thing that you see there, followed by the shape, followed by the video. So the way this is, whatever comes on top shows first. It's just like stacking books on top of each other, and the book that is on top is the one you're going to see first. For those that are familiar with Photoshop, will have full grasp of what I'm saying. Even if you're not familiar with Photoshop, you can still understand. Just know whatever comes on top shows first, right? And to give you a better understanding, now you can see that we have the video which is on the plain background. We have the shape, which is this red field shape, and we have a text, a white text, which is on top of it, Lagos, Nigeria. Now, see what's going to happen if I take this text and then drag it under the shape. Immediately, the text disappears. It's still there. You can see that this handles is showing that there's something here, but because it's not directly under the shape, you cannot see the text again, right? But if I take the text, if I drag it out there, you can see that I can still see the text because it's no more directly under the shape in the composition, but though it is under the shape in the layer. So it depends on how it's been arranged in your composition. So if you have something that is fit to screen, a very good example will be this video. So if I take this text and then drag it under the video, of course the text will disappear, right? The only way I can get to see the text is if I take the video. Then if I open up my video, I'll go to opacity. Opacity has to do with transparency. If I reduce it, can you see that my text is now coming back to life? Because I reduced the opacity of the video to about 55%, and then you can see the text, right? So that's practically about the vertical arrangement. So let me just take this back. Let me do Ctrl Z. I'm just going to undo all of this. Now that's the vertical arrangement. Now let's go to the horizontal arrangement. Your horizontal arrangement has to do with the timeline. As you can see, my time indicator keeps going. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the thing I want you to notice is my text, right, is from 0 to 5 seconds. My shape, 0 to 5 seconds. My video also filling the whole timeline, right? What we can do to make things interesting is to stagger it. So let's say I don't want the text to show up until 2 seconds, right? I can just take this with my mouse. I can just drag it back to 2 seconds, right? Let me also say I don't want to see the shape until 1 second. Then I can drag this backward as well. And then if I play this now, spacebar is the shortcut for play. You can also play using the preview button that you have here. I can stop, I can play from here and all, right? So you can see that the timeline starts from 0 seconds, and when it gets to 1 second, it reveals the shape. When it gets to 2 seconds, it reveals the text. So this is how you can, in a way, introduce your object into the scene one after the other, either by arranging it in a way or by staggering them in timeline, or even doing both. And also it depends on how it looks like on your composition. So that's the long and short of understanding layer hierarchy.